Linx has two types of functions. On the one hand are functions we define ourselves. These functions can be found in the Solution Explorer panel. We add them by clicking the toolbar button. These functions are the same as functions in programming and represent the building blocks of our Linx solution. We use them to break our solution into smaller logical tasks. On the other hand are pre-made functions that we can find in the plugins panel. Functions in the plugins panel have a blue FNC prefix and are grouped in plugins. Plugins are code libraries that we use to work with specific technologies, resources or APIs. When we click on functions in the Solution Explorer, they open in a tab in the central working area. We then drag other functions into this tab to define a command sequence. When a function runs its command sequence, it calls each function it contains in the order in which it was placed. The result of any function can be selected in the properties of functions below. We can define function inputs and outputs by selecting the function in the Solution Explorer and creating parameters and results in the Properties panel. To define the value of a result, we need to drag a setValue function from the Linx plugin into the tab. SetValue has two properties, a target and a source. In the target property, we can select the result we want to set, and the source will be the value we want to set it to. When we drag a function into another one, the values of the parameters of that function can then be set in the Properties panel. Right-clicking on an item in the function allows us to set a breakpoint. We debug a function by selecting it and clicking the Debug toolbar button. When we start the debugger, it runs to the breakpoint and the Debug Values panel shows us the values the function is working with.